I recently had the privilege of getting to coach my 8-year-old twin boys in flag football. Wow. It came as an opportunity kind of in an unusual way. There was previously a coach that I felt like wasn't really bringing out the best in the kids. A lot of firm, hard, disciplined kind of talk. My kids were 7 years old, and it was hard to watch someone yell at my kid. And so I realized I needed to step up and do this. I didn't think I had the time, and then I realized that I didn't have the time to let someone else mess my own kid up. And so, I get the dads together and I try in my own little way to kind of reset. Let's show up and be who we need to be for our kids, and let's make this about them. Hey, and by the way, I need someone to coach offense and someone to coach defense. And so, you can kind of feel the tension, like some dads are wondering if I even know anything about football. So the first week, we talk about mindset, what the growth mindset really means and how important it is. That winning, although it's very important, it's snugged up right underneath the growth mindset. If we take everything as a learning opportunity, we will be winners. The next week, we talk about making mistakes and taking ownership. How do you take ownership? My son, he leans forward and he pats his chest and he said, "My bad." The next week, my son has his best game at quarterback, but one of the other kids who hadn't caught a ball yet catches the ball. And he goes, "Dad, I'm more happy for that kid that caught the ball." And we talk about teamwork. And then the championship football game is going on in the NFL, and it's the NFC, AFC championship games. And it was such a wonderful experience. There were more points scored in the last 2 minutes of those games than any game I'd ever seen in my life. And so I challenged the boys and say, "Hey, do you know how they were able to do that?" And so I got to teach them about believing that they could win, what believing does to the spirit. Next week, I encourage them, don't be afraid to be great. Go ahead, go be great. It's okay through your efforts. Let's put it all out there, and then we get to the Super Bowl and little Whit breaks his hand that week. I'm like, oh man, boys, do you know how good this is? We get to win this game for Whit. And the most amazing thing happened. During the game, another kid was distraught. He was unhappy with the calls or his performance. I look over and Whit is over there and encouraging him in the things that we discussed. And I just realized there's being an inspiration, and then there's inspired people that become an inspiration. That's what's happening now for me. I don't know how to explain it, but those little 8-year-old boys have taught me more about what matters in business. It's watching the leaders at Gordon Highlander become inspirational to other people. It's the things that we've learned that are being taught now inside of the organization. That's the real magic.